So happy Saturday, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. Excited to be here. If you don't have plans at noon Central Standard Time today, you might want to make a little bit of room to come and hang out with me for about 45 minutes today to find out how I am leveraging this awesome Fintoch peer-to-peer lending platform to earn some really, really cool money every single week. Again, if you'd like to join me for the webinar at noontime, simply text me right here, 314-498-7688, and I'll text you back the Zoom credentials so you can log in and check it out, see if it's something that you'd like to do to learn how to double your money in 63 days. Our investment club is absolutely awesome. We've plugged in a lot of opportunities, and the best way for you to find out about something is to do your due diligence, plug in, get the information, see if it's something that you want to do. In the meantime, for those of you that are building a business, and I actually put in the title, how to use Google Sheets to track and follow up with your Fintoch leads, because that's what I'm focused on right now. And when you start doing this, you need to be able to have a system put in place. And I've been using Google Sheets for a long time, started out with Excel spreadsheets many, many years ago. And I love to have stuff right in my face so I can see it, put a system together, formulated a system, put in all the formulas for you. So if you do have a Fintoch business that you're building, and you'd like a copy of my Google Sheets, now this is where people aren't going to listen. I need your Gmail address, not AOL, not MSN, not Yamail or anything else, your Gmail address. You'll need to text me or message me your Gmail address, If you don't have a Gmail address, go get one, right? Because I'm not sending any other email addresses, your Gmail address. Your Gmail address. I need your Gmail address if you'd like a copy of the spreadsheet. And I will definitely get it over to you and share a copy with you that you can go in and use. And then, of course, if you're catching this over on YouTube, I'm going to take the YouTube video and embed it into that Google Sheet so you can actually watch how to set it up. And it's pretty easy. I'm going to walk through it right now. Check it out. Let's do a quick screen share, show you how it works. And then if you decide you want it, you're going to send me your Gmail address, right? Not any other email address, your Gmail address, because if you send me something else, you're not getting the Google Sheet. So I'm just going to leave that right there, and we'll be off and running. What did my screen update? There we go. So good to go. I think I'm on the right Fintoch crazy follow-up. So this is the sheet that you'll be looking at. I don't know why, like, my video isn't updating. That's sort of odd. Let me do a refresh on this and see if that'll work. There we go. It's not the same. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to do a stop screen share. I want to make sure you guys are looking at the same thing I'm looking at. Share the screen. Go to Windows. There we go. Anyway, here it is. I'm not sure what this thing is doing. Let me scroll over here and see. Yeah, it's not showing you guys the same screen. It's almost like it's frozen. So we'll see if this works. Yeah, it's not showing up my Google Sheets here. Give me just a second. I'm going to fix this. Man, what is going on here? There's my sheet. There's updated. I see everything there. Hit present. Hit share screen. Do this. Go to Windows. All right, there's the Google Sheet. I see it. All right. Click on it. I hit share. There we go. So now I think I'm moving around on it. We'll see. So this is the Google Sheet follow-up system. It's basically easy the way I put it together. The columns are simple. You can edit these how you want to. And again, I will take the YouTube video and I will embed it in here. I'll edit out everything that we just saw here, but it'll just get to the point so you can see how to use the sheet. First column is just your contact date. It's the date that you contact the person. In here, I put some notes. And of course, in the note section, you're not going to want to do anything yet until you actually talk to the person. The next section is going to be their name, right? So when you reach out to them, you follow up with them. you're going to get them inside in front of some type of information. You're going to either get them on a live Zoom like we have today at noontime, or you're going to send them a recorded Zoom and then set a follow up with them. Of course, if you have their phone number, you're going to follow up with a phone number and walk through the process. So now once they've set it up, right now, you're just going to put names on here. You may or may not have an app installed. We'll come back to these here in just a second. App installed, app ID. The next one is, have they purchased coins? Yes or no. Account funded? Yes or no. I like to put their social media URL in here. That way, when I'm looking for them, if for some reason I've messaged them, but I don't have their phone number yet, I can drop their social media URL in here, and I can click on it and open it up and go directly to it and message them through Messenger. Where did I find them, right? Where did I find them? I'm talking about social media URL. If you actually click on the little deal, for some reason my screen's not showing this, but there's a little pull down and it has various options: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, or whatever. You can edit that. You've got a presentation tool. What did I send them? Right in the presentation tool, I either send them a live Zoom or they got a recording. Then, of course, there's the date here. Sort of sucks that the screen share isn't sort of catching up with what I'm pointing at, but you can see my pointer. But put a follow-up date. And the cool thing about it is the second you format it, you have to format it like this: 5/27/2023, whatever the date is. Put points or anything else that won't work, it'll automatically fill in the follow-ups on the rest of the sheet. The cool thing about the rest of the sheet, it goes all the way out. There's a 4-day follow-up. You can switch it to a 7-day by changing the formula if you like. I'll show you how to do that as well here in just a minute. So just have a 4-day follow-up, a 15-day follow-up, a 30-day follow-up, a 45-day follow-up, a 60-day follow-up, a 90-day follow-up, and a 120-day follow-up. Now, here's how you use this. So as you're going through, and I don't put people on here that I've reached out to just to reach out to. I put people on this list that have said, yes, I want to look at your information, because when you're reaching out to 25 people a day, there would be no reason to put 25 people I reached out to here that haven't said, yes, I want to look at the information. The only people that go on this spreadsheet are the people that said, yes, I'm open to either attending a Zoom or looking at a recording. So this, say I reach out to, we'll say Heath, right? And I put Heath's on here. I've got his phone number possibly. He doesn't have any of this installed. He doesn't have the app installed. He's not going to have an app ID, coins purchased, or account funded. I'm going to put his social media URL in here. Where did I find him? LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, wherever. What presentation did I send him? And I'm going to put my follow-up date. When have I agreed to follow up with him? I talked to Heath, tied down a follow-up. It might be today. It might be Monday, whatever. When am I going to follow up with him? I like to follow up. So if he's coming to the noon presentation, the date's going to be today, 5/27/23. I'm going to follow up with him right after the presentation. I'm going to ask him what did he like most about what he saw. He's going to say blah, 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 blah. I'm going to say, is there any reason that you wouldn't want to go ahead and get started? Or do you need any additional information to move forward from here? However you want to move to that test close. He's going to say yes or no. If he says he's ready to go, of course, my next step would be to go ahead and green light him. I'm going to help him get the app downloaded. So if he's going to choose the app, I'm going to come in here and choose yes for the app download. I'm going to get his app ID when I walk him through. I'm actually going to walk him through a Zoom and walk him through all the steps on the setup of downloading the app. When I get his app ID, I like to keep track of his ID, because in my system, it doesn't show names in my app. It just shows an ID. And I like to take down the first 4 or 5 letters of the ID so I know who's who. Has he purchased coins yet? Or do we need to walk through that process? That may be a yes or no. Is the account funded? Yes or no? Because once you purchase coins, then you've got to fund the account. You've got a social media URL, and that's how it works. So let's go back over to the updating the date here. And for some reason, I know the screen isn't moving, but it should be. And hopefully this recording comes out fine. If you need to update a date, you simply click on the date, and it's going to bring the formula up here. In the upper left-hand corner, you'll see FX equals date value P2 plus 90, right? Depending on where I'm at. If I'm on the 7-day, I've got a 4-day and a 7-day. I like to do a 4-day follow-up. The 4-day follow-up goes something like, hey, you're on the presentation. I followed up with you. Basically, my 4-day follow-up is, hey, apologies for not following up. I've been crazy busy getting other customers enrolled. How are you? And the entire point of that 4-day follow-up is to get them to re-engage with me, to have a conversation, especially if I sent them the video and then they sort of ghosted me. Hey, you're going to watch this. I confirmed the appointment. Shy of an apocalyptic meteor storm or Jesus coming back. Is there any reason you wouldn't be available? And for some reason, they ghost me. They don't show up for the follow-up. I'm going to follow up on the 4-day and say, hey, apologize for being so busy, crazy, getting people installed, getting accounts set up. how are you? And the whole point of that 4-day follow-up is to simply get them to re-engage. And they're going to say, oh, yeah, you know, they're going to come up with something. Or they might say, I'm doing fine. I'm saying, great, absolutely awesome, good to hear. What did you like most about the information that I sent you in the video, right? And I'm going to go from there. So the follow-up, you can track those. There's a 15-day follow-up. There's a 30-day follow-up. I'm not going to go into the terminology and what you say during those follow-ups, but I will say this, and I'll close this. You never say just checking in, right? If you'd like a copy of this Google Sheets, shoot me a text message, right? Shoot me a text message, 314-498-7688 with your name, your Gmail address, and say, I want a copy of the Google Sheets, and I will get that over to you. You'll have your own personal copy. You can go in, and I'm not sure exactly why the screen record didn't screen, but I want to close with this. One of the cool things that you can do in here, say, for example, we're 30 days down the road, and you've got 15 people, and let's say today, 30 days down the road, the date is June 30th, right? It's June 30th, and you're doing follow-ups. All you've got to do is just click somewhere in here, and I know my screen isn't moving, but it is on this side, and I'm going to do a find, right? I just have to click in there, and I'm going to do a Control F on my keyboard, right? Control F is going to bring up the find box in the upper right-hand corner in here, and all I've got to do is put in the date, just like it's formatted. So it'd be 6/30/2023, and everybody that I've got to follow up is going to pop up and say 10, right? And I'm simply going to tab through those 10 people that I need to follow up with. It may be a 4-day follow-up, maybe a 15-day follow-up, it may be a 30-day follow-up, it may be a today follow-up. It's going to highlight each person I need to follow up with on that list. So when you have 500 people on this list, right, all you've got to do is do a Control F. That's going to give you a find, put in today's date, and it's going to walk you through every single person, regardless of where they are in their follow-up pipeline of who you need to follow up with today. It makes it really, really easy for you to keep track of who you need to follow up with. You don't have to guess. And then, of course, I've got some really cool colors in here. If somebody's ready to go, I put them in green. If somebody's hot, I put them in yellow. If somebody wants me to follow up with them in the future, I use sort of a turquoisey blue color. If somebody's like, no, red is dead, right, they're out, I do that. So that's sort of my 4 follow-up colors. I've been using those forever. Again, if you like the Google Docs, if you like this crazy Google Docs spreadsheet, reach out to me, and I will definitely get you a copy of it. Appreciate you. Love you. I've got to go get some invites knocked out for this noon presentation. If you'd like to attend the noon presentation to see how you can earn 1% a day, right, and double your money every 63 days, do your due diligence, attend the presentation. Don't assume something. Don't think you know something. Get in, get the information, do your homework, and then we can connect afterwards. Shoot me a text message. I will definitely get you the Zoom link information to attend. I'm going to put you on my Google Sheets to follow up with you, and then we'll get together right after the presentation day. I love you. I appreciate you. Jesus loves you. Absolutely nothing you can do about that. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators and help you make a lot of money. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.